last reading is literally about marriage. But anyway, the marriage card is here. What's going on? What is going on? What is going on? This is the only marriage card in the entire deck. Can you see? Can you see how many cards they are? Whoever this is, and that's the first card that came out. That's literally the first card. It says it's incompletion. It's near. Maybe marriage is the goal, and you're near towards that. Just a 101. Well, that's interesting. Just saw 111. It's wish fulfillment. Okay. Just got a couple more. Gentleness. Just got one more. This marriage is obviously a wish fulfillment, okay? Very clear, very obvious. There's always a manifestation because you're going from place A to place B, one reality to another. I think this is something you really want. I can feel it, the energy, because all of it. It's not giving me much about the person, which is really interesting. Normally I would get that. The only thing that's coming forward is the gentleness card. I believe you just saw 222. They're just gonna be very gentle towards you, okay? It's probably a more feminine energy, so this is gender doesn't matter, but there's someone who embodies more of the feminine energy, okay? With this card. That's the only card. I might draw some more just to tell me more about the person. They're not showing me much, but when you meet them you will know. Feminine energy, more gentle than yourself. I feel that it's gonna be really unexpected because I think in your head you're probably thinking you'll meet them in a very dramatic setting, but actually it could be at the airport. For example, it could literally be at the airport. It's in an everyday kind of setting. That's what I'm strongly getting. But then you want it could be at the pub, it could be the library, it could be at the cafe. It's just everyday routine, but you kind of want it to be dramatic, but it's not going to be dramatic. So I'm strongly getting. Yes, that's what I'm strongly getting here. But it's near. So this is an incompletion goal, incompletion or near goal. But in this kind of context, it's mostly about you almost, your person's near. Okay, can you see? This is, what is it? So there's the towers here, you're here, and I just saw 404, but your person is very close. It's closer than you think. It's just saw 411. So that's just what it means in this context. Can we get more about this person because there's not much here. Okay, all I have is the gentleness card. I feel like they probably won't shout. They're not the kind of person who, maybe you have a tendency to raise your voice, maybe when you're angry, but I think even when this person is angry, they're not gonna shout. And I just saw 444. There's too many confirmations here. Can we get more about this person? Okay. Got nourishment. More about this person. water sign, so they could be more emotional. That explains everything. The gentleness is probably because they might be water signs, so think Pisces, what is it, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Cancerian. Got the falling card. It's also a release card. Okay, I'm getting immediately this person is very specific, but there's someone who puts their ego aside to solve a problem. So I think that's how you can tell that they care about you, because normally with arguments, ego comes into play, right? Both sides want to win, but this person will step back. They'll be able to step back, and that would calm you. I'm getting that instantly. They'll be the one to step back. You're gonna notice that. Because some people, especially if it's fire sign, they tend to be really hot-headed. So sometimes the temper tends to run. But in this case, because of the water energy here, it makes sense that they will step back. And that will it'll diffuse the situation, it'll diffuse the heat of the argument. You saw 655, so that is confirmation. Because this is about shedding. So this is a falling card, but it's also a release card. So it's releasing that ego. That's what I'm strongly getting. You're gonna end up adopting this. I just saw 7-11. You're gonna adopt this because you're gonna pick up this habit of this person, and then you're gonna end up learning how to compromise and stepping back where it's necessary, and you're sort of taking turns, because you realize that's quite a good habit to have, and it improves the situation a lot. Very specific here. Nourishment is very obvious. I wasn't really sure, but this is clearly water sign. Nourishment, what is it? So they show me milk, like a carton of milk, something liquid. Okay, so it's like vitamins. When we take a supplement, it's kind of like that. That's kind of the energy that they're going to give you. They're going to make you feel that. I don't have a specific metaphor, but it's like when I feel good when you're with them. You tend to feel more calm. So you could be earth sign, and the water sign, so the nourishment, like water feeding the earth. That's one example. There's a lot, but in this case they're not really showing me much. So I think maybe you really want to know, but this kind of information sort of withheld. You're not meant to know much. You're not meant to watch all of these videos, every single one of these videos. Maybe you have a tendency to seek out these kind of videos, and Spirit is saying don't do that. Just let it come naturally. This nourishment. These two are very prominent water signs here. It's quite interesting. Or you could be fire sign. That's also what I'm getting. You might not necessarily be earth, because fire and water tend to argue a lot. Just for 9-11, they tend to argue a lot. It's actually incompatible for fire and water to be together. It's very clear, it's very obvious. But yes, it's actually incompatible. But the water can also help calm the fire if you're fire sign. But the nourishment's more that if you're earth, the water is really good for the earth. So you could be a fire sign. It could work out, but it's just a little bit harder than average. I'm gonna get some signs from the dice. Okay, see Aries. So you could, Taurus, sorry. Taurus. So you could be the Taurus. That makes sense. Capricorn. We get one more. Oh, we got Capricorn again. Okay, that's 2 Capricorns. Okay, we got Gemini again. previous reading as well, so they could have prominent, you know, just like sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Okay. Capricorn, Taurus, 2 Capricorns. So maybe Capricorn could resonate because it came up twice. I keep being drawn back to this card. Just sit with it for a second. I'm getting the imagery of dew, you know, dew, the little droplets on the leaves in the morning. So I'm also getting the word calm. They'll help calm you. So maybe you're prone to anxiety, maybe you're prone to mental distress, some kind of anxiety, and their presence is just going to calm you. Okay, just 11:33. I said nourishment, take how it resonates because it's very subjective. It's very subjective. But in this case, that's all I have. But this card particularly, it's subjective. But what I was getting is again everything I just said before. But in this case, it's not that they complete you. It's not that they complete you. It's more that there's a sense of groundedness. There's a sense of groundedness. It's like, you know, when you eat, like not junk food, for example. It's very specific. You know by eating junk food is not good for you. And then when you eat certain foods like salads or fruits, it'll just make you feel good in turn. And that's what this person is going to be for you. You know that they're a good person for you.